Hello, namaste, and welcome to this short and gentle Hatha yoga practice, which has the focus of really enlivening a little bit the Kapha dosha within us, awakening the energy around the heart to align with what's happening in the spring season right now. So we have just arrived at the midpoint between the spring equinox and we're halfway to the summer solstice. And traditionally this is seen as the start of the growing season in nature, and a time to celebrate positively and with a sense of optimism, the abundance of nature which we see all around us. And we can take that kind of energy of the nature inside us also and just connect a little bit with, well, where do we feel the fruits of our endeavors starting to flourish and blossom and take shoot? And how can we celebrate that? And really, through this work we will do around the heart area, open a little bit to some more overflowing, even so that we might maybe share some more of that in that kind of Kapha nurturing way. So we're giving to ourselves and also opening in a way which might give us the courage, the strength, and that sense of abundance and overflowing, so that we feel really inspired to share our gifts, our talents, our love, our nurture with others. Right. You will need a belt towards the last part of the class, the strap. And we'll also be starting and working with the practice of Ujjayi breathing. So if you're not familiar with Ujjayi breathing, you can, it's a kind of softly sonorous breath. And it's as if you're breathing directly through the throat. Okay, if you're completely new to it, you can maybe initially get the sense of it by breathing through the mouth. So you get this soft sound. When you have the sense of it, close the mouth. But still breathe as if you're breathing through the mouth. Okay, you'll get that soft sound of Ujjayi breath. Let's begin to build the breath, wake the breath up. So please cross the arms in front of the body and rest the palms on the sides of the rib cage and make your spine tall. And let's inhale, 4-count breath with Ujjayi breathing. Feel the rib cage rise to meet the hands. Exhale, 4 counts. Breath falls away from the hands. 5-count breath. Exhale. Six counts. Exhale. 7 if you can. Feeling space building around the heart. Exhale. 8-count breath for your fullest comfortable breath. And exhale. Fantastic. Release the hands. Gently release the chin to the chest. Open your eyes. Let's inhale. Keep to that Ujjayi breath. Interlock the fingers. Turn the palms towards the ceiling. Exhale. And keep the collarbones lifting. Gently draw the belly back here. Take another breath in. Lift a little more. And exhale. And keeping that expansion through the upper torso, we bring the arms down and gently draw the belly back. Fantastic. So let's come to stand up. We'll do a little more of the same. Please come to the front of your mat, feet parallel. Inner edges of your feet parallel, outer edges of the feet align with the hips. And let's inhale and bring the arms wide overhead. 4 count inhale with a Ujjayi breath, lift onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, the arms down, heels down, draw the belly back. 5 count breath. Maybe slightly lift the gaze. Exhale. 6 count, smooth movement with control, fully coordinating the breath with your movement. Exhale. 7 counts if you can. Exhale. 8 count breath perhaps, for your fullest comfortable breath. And exhale. Good. Let's step the feet together. You stay turned to the front of your mat. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Heels stay down this time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift onto your fingertips, or maybe bring the hands onto the shins and stretch the chest forward, shoulders away from ears. Chin tucks, but really feel your collarbones lengthen forward and fill the breath up to the collarbones. Exhale, fold and step back to downward facing dog. And let's breathe out here. So we really want to keep the front body long and broad. So if that means you need to soften the knees to get a little more tilt in the pelvis and you can lengthen the collarbones a little more away from the hips, absolutely good. Otherwise, we're descending the heels. We're lifting the tailbone away from the back of the knees and stretching the rib cage up the hips while the shoulders move away from the ears. Roll the outer edge of your upper arms down and keep stretching your collarbones forward. Ears and arms align. Middle finger is forward towards the front of your mat. Hands are broadening. We're pushing the mat forward and down to add a little more length through the arms and through the back. So then we find that the breath is more activated. Can you stay with those soft Ujjayi breaths? Your fullest, comfortable breaths. Feel the inhale fill and expand the upper torso to the front, the back, the sides. And can you keep that expansion as you exhale? Feel the belly gently tone back towards your back body. Let's do one more breath here. And exhale. We're going to look forward and step the right foot out to the front of the mat. And please come up with your heels aligned and the front foot perpendicular. Left toes a little, maybe at like a 45-degree angle with your left foot. Heels aligned with each other on a center line in your mat. And then bring the left rib cage forward. And keep that back leg super strong, okay? We're going to move in and out of warrior one dynamically. Let's activate the feet for stability, stretch base of big toes to little toes. And we'll take the arms wide and lean a little bit forward and keep the gaze lifted and collarbones lifted as we come into the pose. So please start with an exhale. Thumbs touch the midpoint of your chest, elbows wide to the side, and find your Ujjayi breath. 4 count inhales. Arms wide, gaze slightly above eye level. Exhale, bring the hands back to prayer. Keep the collarbones lifted, belly turns back. 5 count breath. Slight lean forward. And the left side of your belly moves to the right also as you exhale. Inhale, 6 count breath. Exhale. 7 perhaps. For your fullest comfortable breath. Exhale. 8. Exhale. Inhale, this time bring the arms up to vertical, little flexion in the front knee, back leg stays strong. Exhale, reach forward through the inner elbows, through the collarbones. Lift a moment onto your fingertips. You can go a little narrower in your stance if you like. Push the outer edge of your right hip back, stretch your chest forward, and then keep the length through the front body as you exhale and fold over the leg. Forehead towards the front knee, palms ideally to the floor, and then you lift out of the heel of your hands into the armpits. Our back leg is strong, back heel anchors down. Just one more breath here. And let's step back to downward facing dog. Couple of breaths. Adjustment breaths. Feel the inhale, fill the upper torso. Exhale, gently draws the belly back. Good, look forward. Left leg forward this time, come up, aligned heel to heel, front foot perpendicular, so we're in the warrior one alignment. Back foot has the heel on that center line, toes off center slightly, right hip, right rib cage forward. Activate the feet, stretch from base of big toes to little toes, and let's build the breath. So we'll start exhaling, hands to prayer. Inhale, lean forward, keep the gaze a little bit above eye level, 4 count breath. Exhale. Make sure you don't let your knee come in front of that ankle. Keep the back leg strong as your anchor. 5 count breath. Exhale. 6 counts. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, reach forward, folding. Long through the arms, long through the front body. Lift onto your fingertips. Narrow the stance a little if you need to. Take the outer edge of your left hip back, shoulders away from ears. Stretch your chest forward. And then exhale, fold over the leg. Palms to the floor. Lift out of the heel of your hands into the armpits so the arms stay long. Get a sense of the inhale, lengthening the torso right down to the armpits. Exhale, draws the belly back. Next exhale. Step the left leg back. Downward facing dog. Good. Please look forward and step the right foot forward again and come up this time to face the long edge of your mat, aligned heel to heel. But the left heel turns just switch. Left heel turns out a little bit, left toes turn in. Your front foot is perpendicular. We're stretching across the base of the big toes to little toes. And please bring the back of the left hand into the small of your back and bring the right arm up. We can bring a little flexion in the front knee and exhale, reach through that right side and bring your hand to rest on the right ankle. So not collapsing the weight down. Again, we're lifting out of the hand into the right armpit. And then get a sense of rolling the front of your left thigh in. That will take that right hip back and tuck it under a little bit. Roll the left shoulder open and lift the collarbones away from the tailbone. And then let's work the top arm dynamically, and we'll continue to work the breath. Feel the left side fill with breath as you inhale, 4 counts. Exhale, take the hand back to the small of your back and feel your belly spin towards the ceiling and draw back. 5 count breath. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. Draw the belly back. 8. Be dynamic right into your fingertips. Exhale. Good. Keep the left hand in the small of your back. Inhale the right arm to shoulder height and then move the waist. Bring the hands to your hips. Take an adjustment breath. And then let's turn the left foot towards the short edge of your mat. Right heel spins out this time, right toes in. Stretch base of big toes to little toes. And then right hand in the small of your back. Externally rotate that shoulder. Tailbone drops, collarbones keep lifting. So we're keeping space, we're bringing prana breath into this upper torso, Kapha dosha area of the body, okay, through the practices that are selected. And let's turn that front of the right thigh in, little flexion in the front knee. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale into your pose. Place the hand on the ankle, but lift the weight away from the leg. So you're lifting up into the armpit. Roll that top shoulder open. And then let's work the arm. Inhale. And work the breath. So back leg strong, outer edge of the foot anchors down. Exhale, bring the hand back, rotate the belly towards the ceiling. 5 count breath. Feel the breath travel up to your collarbones. Exhale. 6 counts. Exhale. Belly toning back. 7. Exhale. 8. Maybe follow your hand with your gaze. Good. Hands at the small of your back. Left arm to shoulder height, then move through your inhale. Hands to hips, feet parallel, take an adjustment breath. Still filling up to this upper torso area with every breath. Taking warmth there, prana, energy, nurture. Okay, let's go right foot again to the short edge of your mat. Left heel spins out a little, left toes in, stretch base of big toes to little toes. We're bringing the arms parallel, and this time we'll turn the palms up, drop the shoulder blades down your back. Feel again the front of that left thigh rolling in, and keep stretching base of big toes to little toes to help stabilize your joints. Tailbone drops towards the floor, shoulder blades drop down your back. Midpoint of the chest lifts towards the ceiling. Look across your front hand, bend the front knee, look to the knee and the ankle so they're aligned. So you can adjust the position of the foot accordingly. Push that inner left thigh away from you and keep the sense of the front of the thigh rolling in whilst the right side of the belly rolls, turns towards the center. And we keep stretching into the little toe side of both feet. Look across your right hand. Find a point on the wall in front of you, or if you see through a window, maybe on the horizon in front of you. Fix a steady gaze there and feel each breath fill the upper torso. Soft Ujjayi breaths. Exhale gently draws the belly back. Jaw is relaxed. Good. Please inhale. Bring the hands to the hips, feet parallel. And then let's go straight to the other side now. So right heel spins out, right toes in, left foot perpendicular. Bring the arms up. Please turn the palms up, drop the shoulder blades down your back. Keep that right leg active. Look across your left hand, find your focal point. Exhale into the pose, adjusting the position of your foot. So your lower leg is vertical. We're dropping the left hip so that ideally your front thigh is coming close to parallel to the floor, and roll the front of that right thigh in. Push the inner right thigh back. Tailbone drops, collarbones lift. Be with your breath. Soft gaze, jaw soft. Good. Please lengthen the legs. Feet parallel, hands to hips. Heel toe the feet in a little bit. Inhale, bring the arms up. Interlock the fingers. Exhale, hands towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale, lengthen a little more. Exhale, fold to your left. Inhale to center. Exhale, fold to your right. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale, the arms parallel to the floor. Inhale, fill up with breath. Exhale, we're coming into a simple twist. Soften the left knee. Exhale, place the hand underneath the face. Top arm up, hands stack. Right side of your back flattens out. You exhale and rotate. Inhale, come up, lengthen both legs. Soften the right knee. Exhale. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, the hands down. Inhale, bring the arms up. Interlock the fingers. Turn the palms towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen out a little more here. Good. Exhale, turn to face the front edge of your mat. And let's take the hands to the floor and step back to downward facing dog. If you need to pause, please come onto hands and knees. Sit back in extended child's pose. We keep the arms active, keep the forearms lifting away from the floor, hands broadening. If you can stay in downward facing dog, fantastic. Stay there with that breath pattern, Ujjayi breath, filling the upper torso, broadening, expanding, and toning the belly back. In extended child's pose with the arms active, the breath still stays activated, so you can also stay with that Ujjayi breath pattern. Good. If you're in child's pose, maybe you just like to come onto hands and knees. Otherwise, we all meet in downward facing dog. And look forward. We're coming into pigeon pose. So please bring the right leg forward and lengthen the left leg back. We're dropping the tailbone towards the floor. We'll stay on the fingertips and we're going to lift the collarbones. If pigeon is difficult for you, there are variations on the back, but today instead I'd like to give you an alternative posture, which will be instead just to come to that lunge pose, okay, with the knee down, maybe some padding under your knee if you need it, and we'll come up, tailbone towards the front heel, chest still lifting and broadening then around this upper torso area that is our focus today. All right. So either way, we're breathing here, maybe arm fingertips. You're in the pigeon, lifting the chest, lifting the collarbones. Soft gaze, maybe just above eye level. Ujjayi breath. Let's do just 3 more. Now feel the tailbone drop a little more, perhaps with each exhale. Good. At the end of your next exhale, we're going to come into a twist. So the pigeon twist, we'll take the right hand behind us, take hold of the outer edge of the left thigh. Left hand comes over the top of the outer edge of the left thigh. And then you look back over your shoulder and breathe there. If you're in the lunge position, okay, we've got the arms up, we'll bring the arms up and take hold of the left wrist with your, let's take the arms wide. Just take the arms wide and exhale, looking to your right thumb. Press down through the top of the back foot and sink down on the knee. Keep squeezing the inner thigh in towards the center line of your mat if you're in the lunge variation. Let's all exhale, come to center, bring the hands onto the mat. You're coming back either to all fours position or to downward facing dog. You're on the all fours, pause in neutral, breathe there. That means the gaze down, back relaxed. And then same story to the left side. So pigeon or that lunge pose, lengthen the right leg back. Take your tailbone towards the floor. Roll the shoulders open and feel all this space and prana and energy around the heart, energetic heart center in the midpoint of the chest. Feel your breath fill there. Maybe you close the eyes now. Now really connect with sensation of your breath, sensation of energy around the heart center. If you're in the lunge pose, your fingers can keep to the floor if you like, fingertips, but keep the chest lifting. Shoulder blades descending. Right, in the lunge, you're going to take the arms wide to the side on the inhale, and then twist to your left on the exhale. In the pigeon, we're taking the right hand to the outside of the left thigh, left hand to the outside of the right thigh, shoulders drop down the back. We're looking over the left shoulder. Don't collapse onto the left hip, keep dropping the tailbone. Good. And then please release. Come back onto all fours. Or we're lifting back into downward facing dog. If you're on all fours, maybe you do a round of cat-cow. So tuck the tuck the toes, exhale around the back. Inhale, stretch the chest forward. Once more, otherwise another breath in downward facing dog. Good. Now then we're all going to exhale and sit back. So you all meet on all fours, hands and knees. We bring the feet together, we take the knees wide apart. We're going to sit back in an extended, wide-legged child's pose. So knees are wide, thumbs are shoulder width apart, hands are broadening, arms lengthening, so your forearms lift away from the floor. We inhale, we stretch the chest forward. And exhale, feel the front of your spine melt towards the mat. Stay with that smooth, soft Ujjayi breathing. Fullest comfortable inhales. Making space in the front and back lines of your torso. Exhale, gently draws the belly back. Good, and then please walk the hands in. If you can, sit in Virasana, so sitting on the heels, spine tall, hands to the lap. Otherwise, take a comfortable, maybe cross-legged position. If that doesn't work for you, you can sit with the legs straight out in front of you, hips lifted a little bit on the block. Just feel the spine getting tall here. Space between the vertebrae, crown of your head lifting towards the sky. Jaw relaxed, eyes closed. But with a soft Ujjayi breath. Feeling how the inhale lifts the collarbones. Create space around the heart center. Sustain that through your exhale. Chin ever so slightly drops as the base of your skull lifts. So it's as if with eyes closed, your inner gaze is naturally lifted towards your, lowered, towards your heart center. Okay. If sitting on your heels doesn't work for you, then please extend the legs out in front of you if you haven't already. Otherwise, some of you, maybe you even can sit between the feet. The idea is that we move into a back bend shape here. So if the legs are out in front of you, you can also join me. Just take the hands behind you, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Maybe you're sitting on the heels, you can do the same. Maybe you're sitting between the heels and you're a little more open. Maybe you come onto forearms. If you're with legs outstretched, you can also come onto forearms, but keep the lower back lifting away from the floor. Just explore it, whichever variation you're doing, what works for you. But only if you're sitting on or between the feet, maybe you can explore coming all the way back. If you comfortably come all the way back down, we can take the arms overhead. We get this nice lift. Everybody, whichever variation you're doing, we've got again this nice space, inviting prana, which is not only energy, it's like nourishment and light to fill the heart center and the space around it. Feel now your breath traveling there. It's like your exhale is releasing that energy and the light of prana into and around your heart center. Just 3 more breaths here. Soft Ujjayi breath. Face relaxed. Good. Please release the arms if they're overhead. Whichever variation you're in, find your way to come back to sit upright. Pause a moment. If you're in Dandasana, if you have the legs straight out behind you, actually we can all come to Dandasana. Let's take the legs out in front of us. If you can keep the spine tall, hands alongside you, press the back of the legs down, push the inner line of your feet forward, and then lift the collarbones. Good. The picture's gone for some reason. Yeah, lift the collarbones. If it's difficult to keep the spine tall, you can take the hands behind you and lengthen the lower back here. Good. Now then let's bend the knees. And please come onto your back. Hug the knees into your chest, having your belt close by. And then can you take the belt around the balls of your feet and wrap one end of each strap, one end of the strap around each hand, and extend the legs straight up. Lift the heels, lift through the inner line of your legs. Let the shoulder heads drop towards the floor and feel your chin tug. So even in this lengthening out of the whole back body, with the chin tucking and the shoulders relaxing down towards the floor, elbows soft, there's a little lift still around the heart center. Close your eyes. Please find your Ujjayi breath. Feel the breath fill this space. And release the light and energy to fill and surround your heart center. Normal breath. Good. Please release the strap. Bend the knees. Please hug the knees in. And then please lengthen the legs out for just a very short Shavasana. Please relax the Ujjayi breathing. Relax the throat. Let your awareness, your mind rest in this space around the heart, feeling its gentle rise and fall with each breath. Good. If you'd like to stay longer in Shavasana, please pause the video. Otherwise, let's take a stretch and we'll come to sit in a comfortable cross-legged position. Maybe lift the hips a little so you can also keep the spine tall. And we're going to make a mudra, a lotus mudra, so that we can sit and really closed, resting in this nourishing and kind of overflowing energy, perhaps in the heart. So for that, we bring the hands in front of the heart center, midpoint of the chest, and bring the heels of your hands together, and bring the thumbs together, and the little fingers together. So I hope you can see, you make this kind of flower shape. You kind of make a cup, like the cup of a flower, open flower, with your hands. And then hold the thumbs to the midpoint of your chest and close your eyes and lift the collarbones. And then begin to feel the breath in that space underneath your hands. And this flower that we're making with the hands is symbolic perhaps of the heart as a lotus flower. Maybe you begin to feel a sensation of energy in your hands. Can you get a sense that perhaps energy is filling your hands? And in this open gesture of your hands, you're offering your energy out to the world, sharing. It reflects that open, overflowing, nurturing, generous quality of your heart. Let's sit quietly like this. Feel each exhale taking you into a little deeper connection with these qualities of the heart each time, allowing you to relax back into the heart a little more each time. Each time you breathe out. Good. And when you're ready, please bring the hands together into a prayer position. Let's lower the chin towards the chest. Acknowledge this inner heart space. And perhaps make a resolution a resolve to carry a fragrance of your heart with you, supporting you through your day and nourishing all those you meet in your day with kindness and with all the generous, loving qualities of your heart. And when you're ready, lift your gaze. Okay. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.